Hi everybody and welcome to another Saturday night lockdown quiz. Hopefully everyone's all doing really well and have had a good and safe week and you're enjoying your bank holiday weekend. And what better way to spend it than on a Saturday night doing some quiz action. As normal, I'm going to try and not say as usual, as normal. We'll just give a few minutes for everyone to log in and all their teams to get settled. You've had the picture round up on screen before they were famous, so name those famous faces, and we've got until the end of the quiz to do that. I'll put that back up at half time as usual, and obviously I've put in the live chat and also in the description the pitch round link, so if you want to view it that way, you've got that option. So as I said, we'll just give a few moments for everyone to get logged in, and I will, as normal, go through some of the admin just in case we've got any new viewers who are taking part for the first time, in which case, welcome. And any returning teams, again, welcome. Before I start that, just a reminder of some people who may know it already, others may not know it. Next week, we're actually going to be doing two quizzes. Our usual Saturday quiz, as long as everyone's still happy and wants to do that, but we're also going to be, I've been pestered enough over the last few weeks about doing a themed quiz. So on Friday at 8 p.m, same channel, we're going to be doing a Friends themed quiz. So if you think you know, which everyone thinks they know, sort of everything about Friends, come along 8 p.m. Again, if you subscribe, you'll get the reminders, so hit the subscribe button down below. And the little bell, you'll get the reminders of when the stream goes live, and I will put out some social media notification for that. So yeah, that's Friday at 8 p.m. So before we start the quiz, as usual, I'll go through some of the admin, but it should hopefully be pretty easy to follow. Hopefully you've all got your teams sorted, and again, you're sort of either with the guys that you're in lockdown, which I believe is still a thing that we're still doing, or you're doing it sort of virtually. We'll do 5 rounds plus a pitch round, which you've obviously already had and you've hopefully been able to make a start on. And after each round, we will do the marking. So each team will mark their own. It's a trust exercise. Again, we all trust each other. So mark your own. After we've done the marking, again, in the YouTube description, there's the link to the Google form for one member of your team to go in, enter your team name, keep the team name throughout the course of the quiz, and also enter your score for each round. After round 3, we will take a 10-minute or so break. And that's, again, as usual, pretty much it. So if everyone is ready, we will make a start on the quiz. And it will be, normally, general knowledge. So if everyone's ready, we'll go on to round 1, which is general knowledge. Question number 1. What is the highest mountain in Japan? And again, as you can see, I will put up the questions on screen so you'll be able to see them, but I will repeat them. And if there's any questions that are missed and that you want repeating, just again, bung them in the live chat and I will repeat them at the end, but I'll repeat them twice and I will put them up on screen as well. Yep, Josh, some cornrows could be good, but the hair's still struggling. A lot of product, a lot of product. Okay, question number 1 again. What is the highest mountain in Japan? Question number 2. Kew Gardens are in which London borough? So that's question number 2 again. Kew Gardens are in which London borough? Question number 3. What are the names of Harry Potter's parents? And I'll need the first names of both his mother and his father. Harry Potter in the news, as J.K. Rowling has disproved a lot of fan theories as to where a lot of the scenes were based. People of X are not happy. So that's question number 3. What are the names of Harry Potter's parents? Question number 4, and I apologise, I will struggle with the pronunciation of this, but again, you'll have it up on screen. A pharyngonologist is a name given to someone with an interest in what? So don't worry, it's about to come up on screen. So question 4 again. A pharyngonologist is a name given to someone with an interest in what? Question number 5. What county in England are the Quantock Hills? So question number 5 again. What county in England are the Quantock Hills? Question number 6. Epiphany is in which month? So that's question number 6 again. Epiphany is in which month? Question number 7. Earth is located in which galaxy? So that's question number 7 again. Earth is located in which galaxy? Question number 8. What is Lady Gaga's real name? And I will need her first name and surname. So, question number 8 again. What is Lady Gaga's real name? So question 8 again. What is Lady Gaga's real name? Question number 9. What do Germans do with a handy? So question 9 again. What do Germans do with a handy? And finally, in round 1, general knowledge, question number 10. How many squares are there along one side of a Scrabble board? Question number 10 again. How many squares are there along one side of a Scrabble board? Okay guys, so that's the end of round 1 general knowledge. Again, if there's any questions that you would like repeated, please bung them in the live chat. There is a little bit of a delay on the stream from my end normally, so I will give it just a mo for you to finish up, and if there's any questions you want repeated, I'll do my best to answer them. Or not answer them, you can answer them. I'll do my best to repeat them. But then we'll go through the answers for round 1, general knowledge. Okay, so if everyone's ready, we'll go through the answers for round 1, general knowledge. Question number 1 was, what is the highest mountain in Japan? Well, it's Mount Fuji. So the answer to question 1 is Mount Fuji. Question number 2, Kew Gardens are in which London borough? They are in Richmond. Or Richmond upon Thames if you want the full title, but Richmond will suffice. Question number 3. What are the names of Harry Potter's parents? I wanted his mother's name and his father's name. They are Lily and James. So the answer to question 3, Lily and James. Question number 4, I'll try and say it again. A ferroquinologist is a name given to someone with an interest in what? Well, they've got an interest in trains. So the answer to 4 is trains. Question number 5, what county in England are the Quantock Hills? Well, it's the county next to the one that I'm in. It's Somerset. So the answer to question 5 is Somerset. Question number 6. Epiphany is in which month? It's January. So the answer to 6 is January. Question number 7. Earth is located in which galaxy? It's the Milky Way. The Milky Way. Question number 8. What is Lady Gaga's real name? And I'll try and pronounce this correctly. It's Stephanie Germanotta. So you can see why she's maybe simplified it a bit. Stephanie Germanotta. Question number 9. What do Germans do with a handy? Well, they make a phone call with it. It's the German slang term for a mobile phone. So make a call. I'm a handy. And finally, question number 10 in round 1, general knowledge. How many squares are there along one side of a Scrabble board? Well, there are 15 squares. There are 15 squares. Okay, guys, so what we'll do now is, again, as I said, one member of the team, if you can go to, and I will put it into the live chat, the form. If you can go to the Google form, fill out your team name. Again, keep your team name consistent throughout the course of the quiz. The form link is also in the description on the YouTube channel. And if you update that, we'll go through and we'll find out what our leaderboard situation is after round 1, general knowledge. Okay, so we've got some scores coming through. And again, as I mentioned, sort of each time we do this, we'll put the leaderboard up. If there's any issues, I will try and get them corrected. Sometimes there is with either team names that are, again, spelled slightly differently. So we will try and make sure that those are interesting. Some people are putting in some half points. I need to work that out. No half points. Interesting what you gave yourself a half point for. I won't change it just yet. Okay, so we've got most of the scores, I think, coming through. And we'll take a look, and what we normally obviously do, we'll take a look at the top 10. So if your team isn't showing, we will show at halftime everyone's scores, everyone's position, so you've got a bit of an idea as to how you're doing. So let's have a look and see right now how we're all doing. Oh, we've had one more team come through. Let's get those in. Okay, so in 10th place, we've got missing one custodian on 6 points. In equal 7th place, on 7 points, we've got the Tashlings, Lily's Family's team, and I'm a Bellend. In equal 4th place, we've got Spuds and Goodbye Jeremy Corvid on 8 points. And the Jersey Royals, should I say, as well, also on 8 points. In equal 2nd place, we've got on 9 points Wuhan Clan and Corinthians, and interestingly, because they're calling another team COVID C-words are cheats, they've got 10 points. Well, we'll see how they'll do on the rest of the quiz. Okay guys, so that's your leaderboard as it stands at the moment. So we'll go on to our second round, which will be a return of one of our old favourites. It's the cryptic round, and it will be cryptic confectionery. So we'll get those. We'll make a start in just a moment. So this round, again, just to remind anyone who's not done it before, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read out a cryptic clue. And the answer to that clue is going to be a type of confectionery. Okay? So, can you guess the cake? It's mainly sweets, but the confectionery based on this cryptic clue. So, clue number 1. The clue is a good stretch of road. So can you name the confectionery from that title? So question 1, a good stretch of road. What's the confectionery from that clue? Question 2, toothless drink. So question 2 is toothless drink. Now what's the confectionery from that clue? Question 3. The clue is prevent from talking. So question 3 again, prevent from talking. Question number 4. Nomad. Your clue is nomad. So just a reminder, all of these are cryptic clues for different types of confectionery. So question 4 again is nomad. Can you name the type of sweet, the type of confectionery? Question 5. Your clue is countdown. So what's the type of confectionery from that particular clue? Countdown. Question number 6. The clue is American currency. So question 6 again, American currency. Question 7, a dog. Your clue is a dog. So question 7 again, the clue is a dog. What type of confectionery could you get from that clue? Could be a chocolate bar, could be a type of sweet. So a dog. Question number 8. Teddy bears like them. And again, as usual, when we read out the answers, no doubt you'll all kick them if you haven't got them. And you go, yep, that makes sense. So question 8 again, teddy bears like them. Okay, question number 9. Clever folk. So your clue for question number 9 is clever folk. And finally, in round 2, cryptic confectionery, question number 10. Sport for princes. So that's question number 10 again, sport for princes. Okay guys, so that's the end of round 2, your cryptic clues for confectionery. As usual, if you want a question repeated, I've had a request for one question to be repeated so far. If you want any of those clues repeated, put them in the live chat and I will repeat them. I've had a request for question 2 to be repeated. So question 2 was toothless drink. So the clue for question 2 was toothless drink. Can you name the type of confectionery that comes from that cryptic clue? Again, we'll just give you a mo if there's any questions that you do want repeating, let me know in the live chat. But if there's no questions that need repeating, we will go through to the answers. Okay, so if everyone is ready, we'll go through the answers for round 2, cryptic confectionery. And again, this is a point where if you've not got it right, you'll kick yourself and you go, oh, should have got that. So if everyone's ready, we'll go through the answers. So clue number 1 was a good stretch of road. Well, that would be a quality street. Get it? A quality street. Question 2, toothless drink. Well, it's wine gums. So wine gums is the answer to question 2. Question 3, prevent from talking. Luckily, I've not got one of these currently. It's a gobstopper. Although some people may want that. A gobstopper. Question 4, The clue was nomad. And the answer, well, it's a drifter. And I think they still go around sort of the drifters. Drifter bars. Question 5. Countdown. A classic bar, which again, not sure if it's still around, but I certainly remember it. It's a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Question 6. The clue was American currency. Well, it's a dime bar. So a dime bar. Question 7. A dog. Well, that's a Yorkie, which is a type of dog and also a type of chocolate bar. Question on number 3, prevent from talking. Someone did say whisper. No, it's got to be gobstopper, because if you are whispering, you are also still talking. But if you have something stopping your gob, then you cannot talk. So, anywho, the answer to question 7 was Yorkie. Question number 8, teddy bears like them. That's a picnic. A picnic, so a picnic bar. Question 9, it's clever folk. And the answer is Smarties. They are clever folk, those Smarties. And finally, question number 10, it's a sport for princes. Polo. Favourite sport of our princes, polo, and also a mint. Okay guys, so that's the end of round 2, cryptic clues on confectionery. Again, if you want to pop back into your Google form, again, if you can maintain the same team name that you had before and enter your scores for that particular round, we'll get them added up and then we'll go through the leaderboard after round 2. Okay, so we've got some scores coming through. Lots of good scores. Okay, so we've got most of the scores through. We are just waiting for a couple of teams. In particular, the Holston Hustlers. Okay, as I said, we'll have a look at the leaderboard now. Obviously, I think the Holston Hustlers, if you can, oh, they've just put their score through. Try and be a bit quick on the mark, Hustlers. Okay, so we'll take a look now at our leaderboard after round 2, the cryptic clues. We'll have a look at the top 10. Again, as a reminder, we'll put all of the scores for everyone at half time, which will be coming after round 3. So let's take a look at the moment. So in equal 9th place, we've got Tashlins. Welcome back, Tashlins. Hoping you're all doing well this week. On 14 points with the Holston Hustlers. We've got in equal 5th place, we've got Spuds. We've got Missing One Custodian. Goodbye Jeremy Corvid and Biggles Boys on 15 points. In fourth place, we've got I'm a Bell End on 16 points. Equal second on with 17 points, we've got Corinthians and the Jersey Royals. 1 point ahead of them, we've got Wuhan Clan. Well done, guys. So taking the lead at the end of round 2. But we'll go on to the third round, which will be, as it should have been happening today. Today should have been the FA Cup final day. So these questions are all going to be on or around the FA Cup. So if everyone's ready, we'll go on to round 3, which are questions based on the FA Cup. Question number 1. Who has won the FA Cup the most times as a player? So question 1, who has won the FA Cup the most times as a player? Getting a few abusive comments coming through my way about my choice of rounds. Well, that's the nature of the quiz. Sometimes you get rounds you like, sometimes you don't. I will remind people that we do have a special themed quiz coming up this Friday based on the TV series Friends. But I'm sure you'll do well on, everyone will do well on this round. So, question number 1 again, who has won the FA Cup the most times as a player? Question number 2. The Matthews final took place in which year? So question 2 again, the Matthews final took place in which year? Question 3. In what year did the first FA Cup final take place? Was it A, 1870, was it B, 1871, or was it C, 1872? So question 3 again, in what year did the first FA Cup final take place? Was it A, 1870, was it B, 1871, or was it C, 1872? Okay, question number 4. Which hymn is traditionally sang before the FA Cup final? Don't worry, I won't sing it. So question 4 again, which hymn is traditionally sang before the FA Cup final? Question 5. What was unique about the 2001 FA Cup final? So question number 5 again, what was unique about the 2001 FA Cup final? Question number 6. How many FA Cup finals did George Best play in? So that's question number 6 again. How many FA Cup finals did George Best play in? Question 7. What was the name of the white horse made famous at the 1923 FA Cup final? Was it A, Billy? Was it B, Mick? Or was it C, Jesse? So that's question number 7 again. What was the name of the white horse that was made famous at the 1923 FA Cup final? Was it A, Billy, B, Mick, or C, Jesse? Question number 8. What was the score in the 2018-19 FA Cup final? Oh. Question 8 again. What was the score in the 2018-19 FA Cup final? Question number 9. Name the only non-English team to have won the FA Cup. So question 9 again, name the only non-English team to have won the FA Cup. It looks like I'm getting grief from even someone who was potentially bragging that they were going to get 10 out of 10 on this one. Yes, there was a horse-related question. Okay, so name the only non-English team to have won the FA Cup. And finally, in round 3, your favourite round, the FA Cup. Question 10. Only one Scottish team has ever reached the FA Cup final. Who was it? So question 10 again. Only one Scottish team has ever reached the FA Cup final. Who was it? Okay guys, so that's the end of round 3, the FA Cup, which I'm sure you've all done particularly well on. Again, if there's any questions that you want repeated, please put them in the live chat. I'll give it a moment or so for any of those to come through. But then we'll go through the answers and for round 3, the FA Cup. And again, as mentioned before, we'll take a break after this round so everyone can get some refreshments, about a 10-minute break or so. I will put up the picture round, named before they were famous, which hopefully you've been able to work on before and during the quiz. Okay, we've got a request on question 4. Which hymn is traditionally sang before the FA Cup final? So that's question 4 again. Which hymn is traditionally sang before the FA Cup final? Okay guys, so if everyone's ready, we'll go through the answers for round 3, the FA Cup. Question number 1. Who has won the FA Cup the most times as a player? It's everyone's favourite Arsenal and Chelsea left back. It's Ashley Cole. He won it 7 times. Yep, he's the record holder. So number 1 is Ashley Cole. Question 2. The Matthews final took place in which year? It was 1953. Actually, the man of the match of that final was Stan Mortensen, but it gets places the Matthews final after Stanley Matthews. So 1953. Question 3. In which year did the first FA Cup final take place? Was it A, 1870, B, 1871, or C, 1872? It was 1872. Wanderers Engineers, I think, or something along those lines. It's either back then Wanderers, Engineers, Old Etonians. So it was 1872. Question number 4. Which hymn is traditionally sang before the FA Cup final? It's Abide With Me. Abide with me. Question number 5. What was unique about the 2001 FA Cup final? Well, it was the first to be played outside of England. So if you said the first to be played outside of England, you can get yourself a point. Question number 6. How many FA Cup finals did George Best play in? Well, he played in 0, no finals. Manchester United played in the 1963 FA Cup final, which was just before George Best started playing for them, and then the 1977, which was after he had finished playing for United. So he actually never played in an FA Cup final. Question number 7 for all you horse fans out there. What was the name of the white horse made famous at the 1923 FA Cup final? Was it A, Billy? Was it B, Mick? Or was it C, Jesse? Well, I'm sure we all got that. Certainly Grace did. I'm hoping. It was Billy. Billy the horse. They said there was about 150,000 people in attendance. They all went onto the pitch and it was Billy who was trying to get them back into the stands. Question number 8. What was the score in the 2018-19 FA Cup final? So last year's FA Cup final, as I said, we don't have this year's yet. Maybe we'll play it later on in the season. It was between Manchester City and Watford, and it was Manchester City 6, Watford 0. The highest score since 1903 when Bury beat Derby by the same scoreline. So that's Manchester City 6, Watford 0. Question number 9. Name the only English team to have won the FA Cup final. It's a Welsh team. It's Cardiff City. They won it in 1927. They also got to the final in 2008, I think. Was it Portsmouth who won the who beat them? So it was Cardiff City. And finally, question number 10. Only one Scottish team has ever reached the FA Cup final. Who was it? Well, it's a team that's still in existence, but they no longer play in the Premier League. In fact, they play in the bottom division. It's Queen's Park. So Queen's Park, they got to the final twice in the 1880s. Okay, guys, so that's the end of round 3, the FA Cup. If you want to head back to the form and input your team name and scores, we'll get the leaderboard for after round 3. And then, as I said, we'll take a break for 10 minutes. So if you want to head to that form, put in your scores. We'll see how you've done. It's maybe one of those rounds where it might divide a few people or a few teams. So we've got some scores coming through now. Okay. Well, got a few teams that didn't do too badly at all. So there were some teams that obviously clearly liked it. Some teams that clearly hated it, and I do. But as I said, that's the nature of the quiz. You never know what's coming up in the second half. Okay, so let's see if we've got a few more teams. I think we've got most of the teams through. Request on Grace 2018-19 Cup final. Yep, that was last year. It is. Which year are we in? Yep, it would have been for 2019-20, this one. So it was 2018-19. It was Manchester City 6, Watford 0. Okay, so I think we've got everyone through. So let's take a look at our leaderboard, and instead I will put the leaderboard and everyone's positions up at half time. Oh, one more team coming through. Okay, so our leaderboard as it stands at the moment, we've got a few teams now on equal 7th place. We've got Holes and Hustlers, Tashlings, missing one custodian, and I'm a Bellend on 19 points. In 6th place, on just 1 point ahead on 20 points, we've got Lily's family team. Well done, Lily. In equal 4th place, we've got the Jersey Royals and Corinthians on 22 points. In 3rd place, 1 point ahead of them, we've got the Wuhan Clan on 23 points. 1 point ahead of them, we're S and we know it on 24 points. And 1 point ahead of them on 25 points, we've got Goodbye Jeremy Corvid. Okay, guys, so that's the end of round 3. And we'll put, as I said, we'll take a break now. It's coming up to about 9:05, so we'll go and take a 10-minute break, come back about quarter past 9. I'll put up the the picture round again, and we'll put up your scores as well. Okay, guys, so there you go. There's your again your picture around before they were famous. There's your leaderboard as well, and again scrolling along the bottom, you've got your teams and your current position. So we'll take a break now. We'll come back 9:15 for the second half and our last 2 rounds. So go get yourself a refreshment. As usual, I'm going for a cigarette, and we'll be back shortly. Okay, guys, we're back. Hopefully, everyone's been able to get some refreshments. We've just updated the leaderboard. Well done to We're S and We Know It for your honesty. There was a duplicate score that had come through. So we'll give everyone just a moment just to get back in and get yourself settled before we make a start on round 4, which will be geography. Okay, so if everyone's ready, we'll make a start on round 4, which is said will be geography. Okay, question number 1. What is the largest country in South America? So question number 1 again. What is the largest country in South America? Question number 2. On the 16th of December 1971, East Pakistan was liberated from Pakistan, becoming what newly independent state? Question 2 again. On the 16th of December 1971, East Pakistan was liberated from Pakistan, becoming what newly independent state? Question number 3. How many US states begin with the letter A? So that's question 3 again. How many US states begin with the letter A? Question number 4. Which line on a London Underground map is coloured brown? So question 4 again. Which line on a London Underground map is coloured brown? Question 5. Mount Vesuvius casts a shadow over which modern Italian city? So that's question number 5 again. Mount Vesuvius casts a shadow over which modern Italian city? Question number 6. Which is the easternmost town in the United Kingdom? So question 6 again. Which is the easternmost town in the United Kingdom? Question number 7. What is the longest river in Europe? So that's question number 7. What is the longest river in Europe? Question number 8. Which continent is the piranha fish native to? So question number 8. Which continent is the piranha fish native to? Question number 9. Hamilton is the capital of which island in the North Atlantic Ocean? Question number 9. Hamilton is the capital of which island in the North Atlantic Ocean? And finally, in round 4 geography, question number 10. Which Irish city is the second largest in the Republic of Ireland? So question number 10 again. Which Irish city is the second largest in the Republic of Ireland? Okay guys, so that's the end of round 4 geography. Again, if you want any questions repeated, please do put them into the live chat and I will repeat them for you. We'll give you a moment just to finish up on that and then we'll go through the answers. Okay, we've got a couple of requests. Question number 2 was, on the 16th of December 1971, East Pakistan was liberated from Pakistan, becoming what newly independent state? That's question number 2 again. On the 16th of December 1971, East Pakistan was liberated from Pakistan, becoming what newly independent state? Question number 5 again. Mount Vesuvius cast a shadow over which modern Italian city? So that's Mount Vesuvius cast a shadow over which modern Italian city? And question number 8, a request. Which continent is the piranha fish native to? So that's which continent is the piranha fish native to? Okay, so again, don't think there's any more questions that need repeating. So we'll go through the answers for round 4, geography. Question number 1. What is the largest country in South America? Well, it's Brazil, both by population and area. Question number 2. On the 16th of December 1971, East Pakistan was liberated from Pakistan, becoming what newly independent state? It was Bangladesh. So the answer is Bangladesh. Question number 3. How many US states begin with the letter A? It's 4. 4 states. They're Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, and Arkansas. Question number 4. Which line on a London Underground map is coloured brown? It's the Bakerloo line. So that's the Bakerloo line, the answer to question number 4. Question number 5. Mount Vesuvius cast a shadow over which modern Italian city? Well, it used to cast a shadow over Pompeii, which is no longer there. It's Naples. So it's the city of Naples. Question number 6. Which is the easternmost town in the United Kingdom? It's Lowestoft in Suffolk. Lowestoft. Top Gear did a one of their challenges to try and beat the sunset by getting to the easternmost, or get to the sunset, I think. So it's where the sun will first rise in the United Kingdom. Question number 7. What is the longest river in Europe? It's the Volga. The Volga in Russia. I think some people, the longest river in the EU would be considered the Rhine, I think. But the actual answer to the longest river in Europe is Volga, the river Volga. Question number 8. Which continent is the piranha fish native to? It's South America. So the answer to number 8 is South America. Question number 9. Hamilton is the capital of which island in the North Atlantic Ocean? It's Bermuda. So the answer is Bermuda. And finally, in round 4, geography, what is the second, which Irish city is the second largest in the Republic of Ireland? It's the city of Cork. So the answer to question 10 is Cork. Okay guys, so if you want to pop in your scores on the Google form, and we'll get those updated. Again, if you can try and make sure you've got the same team name. We've got a few coming through. Good scores. Get all the scores coming through. I think that's just about everyone. Lily's family team has just put their score through. Okay. I think that's just about everyone with their score through. So we'll take a look at our leaderboard after round 4, geography. Oh, the Thompson 5s, you've just come through, so we'll get your score. Okay, so our leaderboard as it stands at the moment, we've got in 8th place, we've equal 8th place, we've got Lily's family team and I'm a Bellend on 26 points, alongside Spuds as well on 26 points. 1 point ahead of them in equal 5th place, we've got the Holston Hustlers, Quistima Aguilera and Corinthians all on 27 points. 2 points ahead of them, we've got the missing one Custodian on 29 points. 2 points ahead of them in equal 2nd place, we've got Wuhan Clan and the Jersey Royals on 31 points. And in 1st place, currently on 35 points, we've got Goodbye Jeremy Corvid. Okay, so we're going to go into our last round, which is going to be round 5, TV and movies. So if everyone's ready, we'll go to round 5, TV and movies. Question number 1. Hollyoaks creator Phil Redmond is also behind which other British soap that aired for 21 years until 2003. So that's question number 1 again. Hollyoaks creator Phil Redmond is also behind which other British soap that aired for 21 years until 2003? Question number 2. In The Matrix, does Neo take the blue pill or the red pill? So question number 2 again. In The Matrix, does Neo take the blue pill or the red pill? Question number 3. Who played Queen Elizabeth II in the first 2 seasons of The Crown? Oh, good point from Josh on question 2. I should make it clear that yes, it's multiple choice. Blue or red? So that's your multiple choice. So question 3 again. Who played Queen Elizabeth II in the first 2 seasons of The Crown? Question number 4. The happiest sound in all the world is a movie tagline from which movie? So question 4. The happiest sound in all the world is a movie tagline from which movie? Question 5, and it's a preview question for our upcoming Friends themed quiz. Remember, this Friday, 8 p.m. Hit the subscribe button. They won't all be as particularly easy as this one. I'm sure you'll all be fine on it. So the question is, Friends ended in May 2004. After how many seasons? If you struggle on this, you may struggle on the other questions in the Friends themed quiz this Friday, 8 p.m. Tell your friends and your family. So question 5 again. Friends ended in May 2004 after how many seasons? Question number 6. What is the name of the second James Bond film? So question number 6 again. What is the name of the second James Bond film? Question number 7. What finally makes the Trotters millionaires in Only Fools and Horses? So that's question number 7 again. What finally makes the Trotters millionaires in Only Fools and Horses? Question number 8. Which British TV show recorded the largest audience for a single episode with over 30 million viewers? And that's TV show, not a sporting event or government announcement of global pandemics or anything like those. Episodic TV show. So question number 8 again. Which British TV show recorded the largest audience for a single episode with over 30 million viewers? Question number 9. Among the following 3 films, which took more money at the UK box office? A. The Joker, B. The Dark Knight Rises, or C. Dunkirk? So question number 9 again. Among the following 3 films, which took more money at the UK box office? Was it A. The Joker, B. The Dark Knight Rises, or C. Dunkirk? And finally, in round 5, TV and movies, question number 10. What's the name of the skyscraper in Die Hard? So that's question number 10 again. What is the name of the skyscraper in Die Hard? Okay guys, so that's the end of round 5, TV and movies. Again, if you would like any questions repeated, bung them in the live chat and I will get them repeated for you. We'll give it a moment or so before we go through the answers for round 5, TV and movies. Okay, so if everyone's ready, we'll go through the answers for round 5, TV and movies. Question number 1 was Hollyoaks creator Phil Redmond is also behind which other British soap that aired for 21 years until 2003? It was Brookside. Brookie? That was my Scouse accent. Brookside. Question number 2. In The Matrix, does Neo take the blue pill or the red pill? He takes the red pill. So the answer is red pill. Question 3. Who played Queen Elizabeth II in the first 2 seasons of The Crown? It was Claire Foy. So the answer is Claire Foy. Question number 4. The happiest sound in all the world is a movie tagline from which movie? Well, it's The Sound of Music. Question number 5. Your Friends preview quiz ahead of our Friends themed quiz this coming Friday at 8 p.m. is Friends ended in May 2004 after how many seasons? It was 10 seasons. So if you didn't get that, is that the quiz for you? But still, come along, come along. Fun for all the family who like Friends. Question number 6. What is the name of the second James Bond film? From Russia with Love. So that's From Russia with Love. Question number 7. What finally makes the Trotters millionaires in Only Fools and Horses? It's a pocket watch. So they find a pocket watch which had been in their garage or their storage unit since the start of the series, and it makes them multi-millionaires. So a pocket watch. Question number 8. Which British TV show recorded the largest audience for a single episode with over 30 million viewers? It was EastEnders. It was a Christmas Day episode in 1986 where Dirty Den handed over the divorce papers to Ange. So EastEnders. Question number 9. Among the following 3 films, which took more money at the UK box office? A. The Joker, B. The Dark Knight Rises, or C. Dunkirk? Well, it was The Joker. And finally, question number 10. What's the name of the skyscraper in Die Hard? It is Nakatomi Plaza. So the answer to question number 10 is Nakatomi Plaza. Okay guys, so that is the end of round 5, TV and movies. If you want to again head back to your Google form, enter your team name, enter your score, and we'll get the scores for round 5 or we'll get after round 5 TV and movies, and then we'll go through the answers for the picture round. So we've got some scores coming through. Some good scores so far. I think some of you may have preferred that to the round 3 FA Cup. Some of you may not have done. Okay, how are we doing? Okay, I think we've got most of our scores. Coming through. Okay, so we'll take a look at our leaderboard as it stands after round 5 TV and movies. Okay, so in equal 8th place on 33 points, we've got Corinthians, Tashlings and the Holston Hustlers. In 7th place, 1 point ahead of them, we've got Lily's Family Team. 1 point ahead of them in 6th place, we've got I'm a Bellend on 35 points. Another 1 point ahead of them, we've got Christina Aguilera with 36 points in 5th place. With 37 points, we've got Missing One Custodian in 4th place. Then, and it's close, in 2nd place, we've got Wuhan Clan and the Jersey Royals on 41 points. 1 point ahead of them on 42 points. It's Goodbye Jeremy Corvid. So it's all going to come down to the picture round. Okay, so we'll go through the answers for the picture round shortly. Okay, so the answers for the picture round, and the picture round was before they were famous. So could you name those famous people from before they were famous? Okay, so picture number 1. That was Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift. Picture number 2, it was a young Robbie Williams. So Robbie Williams is the answer to picture number 2. Picture number 3, well, he had, I'd say, better, equally bad hair, and he looked pretty much the same, so he's got the face of a child still. It's Boris Johnson. So picture number 3 is Boris Johnson. Picture number 4, that's Meghan Markle. That's a young Meghan Markle. Picture number 5, it's Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is picture number 5. Picture number 6, well, it's clearly an Arsenal supporter, and also Spurs and England striker Harry Kane. Picture number 7, that is a young Madonna. So Madonna is the answer to picture number 7. Picture number 8, and I didn't realise this until I'd put them all together, it's actually her ex-husband. It's Sean Penn. So Sean Penn is the answer to picture number 8. Picture number 9, It's the former President of the United States of America, Barack Obama. And picture number 10, a bit of a trick one actually. It's pretty famous. He's a former Best Looking Baby of West Cornwall winner. Around that time, you've been staring at him for the last kind of couple of hours. It's me. So the answer is either the host, me, or you, or Ben. It's me. You can tell. I'd yet to develop the pout that you've probably become quite accustomed to. But, yep, it's me. So, a young aged, I don't know, 2. I just got over the boils on the head look. So, that's the end of the picture round before they were famous. So if you want to total up your scores and head back to the Google form, we'll get those scores added and then we'll find out who the winner is. Okay, so I think we've got most of the scores coming through. And I'll just total them up before we go through to make sure we've not got any mistakes. Okay, so I think we've got most of them through now. So as usual, we will go through in reverse order our team scores. So we'll just make sure that okay, so in 19th place with 1 point, they may have just turned up, it was Suck My Big Fat One. In 18th place with in the vaccine, sorry, not the vaccines, the COVID C words are cheats with 10 points. They seem to have disappeared. In 16th place with 28 points, we've got the vaccines. In 15th place, with 33 points, we have Spuds. And we've got a few of them. In 11th place, we've got, and it's equal, Big Fat Hunts, the Holston Hustlers, Thompson 5, and We're Essen We Know It, with 37 points. In equal 9th place, with 39 points, we've got Biggles Boys and Lily's Family Team. In 8th place, with 40 points, we've got Tashlings. In equal 6th place, with 42 points, we've got Corinthians and Christina Aguilera. In 5th place, with 44 points, we've got I'm a Bellend. In 4th place, with 47 points, we've got Missing One Custodian. In 3rd place, with 48 points, we've got Goodbye Jeremy Corvid. And in equal 1st place, with 50 points, we've got Wuhan Clan and the Jersey Royals. Well done, guys. Great performance by you all. We don't have a tiebreaker. I haven't worked out a proper way of doing that. So you both, Wuhan Clan and the Jersey Royals, you will both have to just accept a joint first place. Congratulations. You both won it before. You've both won it sort of again now. Well done. Well done to you all. And again, as usual, thank you all for taking part. I hope you've all had a good time this evening. As I said, next week we've got 2 quizzes. Friday, it's the Friends Themed quiz. So if you, your friends or family or whoever want to take part, again, it will be on this channel. There's already a link set up, so you should be able to see that ready for Friday at 8 p.m. If you want, please share the link with anyone that you think might be interested. And if Friends isn't quite your type of quiz, we've got, as usual, on Saturday our regular 8 p.m. Saturday quiz. So, and again, if you guys do want other themed type quizzes, then please do let me know. We can always get that sorted. I'm having requests for tiebreakers through. I haven't got a way of working out a tiebreaker, and sometimes, hey, you're as good as each other. So take that, Wuhan Clan, Jersey Royals. You did well. Have a good one, and as usual, stay safe this week. Hopefully everyone's well and carries on being well, and I will see you on Friday. I will see you on Saturday, and if you like, please subscribe to the channel for any further updates. But as always, have a good one. Cheers, guys. I'm out.